Hi guys.
Chug.
Ginger beer in here?
What did she say?
I could chug all this right now.
I have no eyelashes.
See guys, it's giving very, I don't know, but
Your hair is so nice.
I just love myself.
Do you see her hair, guys?
I know, shout out to, came out so cute. Today, guys, we are on the topic of the ugly side of healing.
And not healing like relationship wise, I don't even mean that, but like healing from like, I don't know.
Everything. I feel like there's so many like traumas one can go through in their life.
Literally.
Come more closer to me, man. I don't have COVID.
She does, she's a carrier.
I'm not a carrier of COVID. I just think I have a permanent sickness, like phlegm. Just something is going on. We're trying to get healthier, trying to take care of ourselves a bit, right?
The chug was amazing. I think that's a great way to start.
Honestly, fuck your video. You guys went to go get fucking piercings without Sinead?
You have everything
You can't bitches!
Can you not watch us when we do this, please?
Okay, I won't. I'm just looking for a cigarette, okay? I don't really care. I just want a cigarette.
So holy.
What?
Yes, Talia? I gave it to you already. It's my number with the D at the end.
Life is hard for us. It's hard for everybody.
Every time that we like get in the mood to film, something happens,
It's you pulling my thing.
oh sorry, or
Some shit happens. I used to watch people on YouTube when I was younger, and there'd be like certain YouTubers, and they would never film, and I'd be cheesed because I'm like, do you not care about like your subscribers? Fart? Holy shot.
It just smells like ass. I'm telling you, everything that could go wrong. One of my cats just took the wickedest shit ever, and it smells like ass right now. The wickedest.
Anyways, I would be like, yo.
Oh, it smells like cat, bro.
Suck my dickity dick dick dick. Who got you smiling like that, bro? Who got you smiling like that?
I don't even know how to start this though, because it's like, what is the ugly side of healing?
Healing, it's not linear. There's many stages to it. I don't know, I've just had experiences myself where sometimes you really think you're over something. You push that to the back of your mind, but it does affect your life subconsciously, even though like the way you react to things. You're like, when you think about where it comes from.
I feel like that's a really good point. Like, I think you have to take in that one, it's not linear, because I feel like that messes people up because you feel like you're good, you have good days, you have good weeks, and then all of a sudden you have a really bad day or you have a really bad week, so you're like, am I just back to square one? Like, you know, did I even
That's
heal
what
at
it
all?
feels like.
That's what it feels like, but it's like, that's not how it works. You're a human being, so it's always gonna be like, you know, up and down. That's just how life is. You can't be like, okay, none of this, there was no point to any of this.
It's okay, like forgive yourself if you can't get over things as fast as you would like to. You have to like really give yourself the benefit of the doubt and understand that like your feelings are coming from somewhere, and it's okay to feel those feelings. You cannot always control everything. I feel like you know, I want to be in control in the things in my life, and then when I'm not in control, it just gives me anxiety and like I hate that, but it just is what it is.
It is
At
what
this
it
point.
is.
I feel like you gotta tell yourself that too, even when you're going through it and you're trying to heal, and when you're just feeling down and out, you know, you just have to say like, and this too shall pass. Yeah, I might feel like this again, but it goes through phases. I'm not gonna feel like this continuously, if that makes sense. There's good that comes with bad that comes with good. It's not always gonna be rainbows and butterflies, and it's not always gonna be like dark.
Yeah, cloudy skies.
Yeah.
Seriously though, you can't get mad at yourself for like feeling the way you feel. I feel like my problem is a lot of time, like I don't know how I feel about things. You know, I feel like when you're healing a lot, like you're confused about how you feel. Like it's a lot of like trying to understand yourself, and it's like, why do I feel this emotion, and like what do I do with this emotion that I feel? There could be a lot of confusion, if that makes sense. But I think just like being gentle with yourself, and that's okay. That's like a normal thing. You're not always gonna know why you feel the way you feel. You're not always gonna like how you feel, but that just comes with it. Like, you know, you can't literally you can't get mad at yourself. Like how you would talk to like your favorite person, like, you know, try to talk to yourself like that, because why do you deserve harshness and nobody else around you does? It's not fair. You can't do it all on your own. You know what I mean? Like you can't do everything by yourself. I think there's like a lot of traumas that you go through that like it's okay to like ask for help, you know, or like you need a therapist, or you want to go on medication, or you need your friends, or you know what I mean, like you just can't do it alone. You can't hug everything. Like I don't even think like as humans we're meant to do that. You need to talk to people. If you feel like you're not weak if you need a therapist, you're not weak if like you go to a mental, what are they called, a mental hospital, like, you know, a rehab, a psychiatrist, literally rehab if you're dealing with addiction and you know you're just trying to be sober and you can't do it by yourself. That's like 1,000% okay to like reach out to people, because literally we can't do this by, life is so hard. You cannot do this by yourself.
Sometimes people think like, what can other people do for me that I can't do for myself?
That's why the world is the way it is. Like everybody's connected. Like everything you do is connected to somebody else. You know what destiny does is gonna affect me in some turn, like, you know, in some way. People are put here, are put in your life and stuff to help you. You can't like, I think that's just a like ignorant concept to be like, I don't need nobody ever for nothing. I could do everything by myself. Like,
but some people too, like when they're going through a really bad, I guess you could say, like healing phase, when they're just not doing okay mentally, instead of relying on those people or relying on those things, they'll just push everything away and just like that's how they feel like is best to heal, you know, like they don't even want to put any burden on anybody else. Let me just sit here and like wallow in my sorrow, because I don't want to project this negative energy on anyone. And I remember like I sometimes can be at fault for that, and you think that like it's working out, it comes a point where you realize just how lonely you are, and then you feel really shitty about yourself too sometimes, because it's like, I pushed these people away and I don't want them to ever think that I hate them, because I don't, but it's like, you know, and now it just looks like I don't care and I don't give a fuck because I was dealing with stuff and I just said, yeah, fuck you, basically, you know. But that's not the case. Like, what would you suggest a person to do in that scenario? Like,
I feel like, well, first of all, like there's a lot of people that like actually like that works for them, to push people out and kind of isolate themselves for a little, like they have to like come back to themselves, you know what I mean? Like that actually super does work for some people. I just meant it in the sense of like, I think like you just have to know though that like that's not always the case though, depending on what the trauma is too, you know what I'm saying? Like some deep traumas, like you can't, there's a like, it's okay to like get help from another person, you know, like licensed professional help, because you probably need that. But I'm 100% like that too. Like I'm even like that. I hate that about myself, because it's like I'm not mentally good, so I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go nowhere. They're like, oh, do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? I'm like, nope, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to talk to people I don't know. I feel good about the decision I made until like I'm in my house and stuff. I still feel good about the decision I made, but in the sense of like, I feel bad because I should be here for my friend, or I should be supporting my friend, or my friend wanted to go out, and it's like, I just keep breezing it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, like, eventually, of course, you feel like a shit person though, because it's like these people who care about me want to be around me, but because you feel like you're such this negative gray cloud, you're like, let me just save everybody's energy, you know, the trouble, and just like stay home. And like that's definitely backfired for me, because then people were like, oh, like she's not being a good friend, but it's like, it comes to a point where it's like, when you're so low and you hate yourself, you hate everything about you, like to even have a conversation with people, you're like, why did I even come here? Why now people see the real me? They see that I'm so dark and I'm so miserable. Like, why would I even put myself in this situation to come outside and be around people? You're in your head the whole time that you're outside. You're just like, why did I come? Like, I want to cry, I want to leave, you know? So it's like, to save that trouble, I'll just stay home. But then people look at you like, what? Like, you're not being there as a friend though. It's hard. Like,
and it's like, how do I even make you understand that?
How do I make, because I don't feel like you can understand that. Yeah, you don't understand that and that's what I was trying to say though. A lot of time you don't get why you're like this.
Why I do that. Like,
yeah, like, why am I like this?
It sucks too, because like there's things that I know I can be doing that will help me heal, you know, and I'll wake up and know that those things are there and then not do them. Like, I feel like an uglier side of healing too is just the level of procrastination that sometimes you can get into can be quite insane. Like
with depression and stuff like that, or just dealing with any mental illness, honestly, like that's how it is. Like, you can't, like, say you're like, I know physical activity is gonna help me, it's gonna really better my mental, but like then you're super down. Your depression's really bad right now. To even get yourself to get out of bed, to even get to the gym, you know what I mean, it feels literally impossible. It feels like you have to like climb Mount Everest just to do this like simple task. It's so hard to do your bed or leave your bed, but these simple tasks to most people feel like hell. Like it's so hard. So it's like, and then you get mad at yourself though, because it's like clearly these things would help me. It would help better me.
I obviously don't care.
So it's like I don't care enough.
Like this is my own fault.
But you can, that's the thing though, you can't get into that mindset where you're like just being, because would you say that to me if I'm like, Destiny, I'm so sad I can't get out of bed? Would you be like, you don't care, you don't care, you can't get out of bed, you don't care, you don't care to go to the gym, you don't care? You wouldn't say that to me, you know? So it's like you can't be like that with yourself, because you do care. It's just like, just because you care doesn't mean that these tasks are easy now. I would never talk to Destiny and be like, bro, you're lazy, you don't care about yourself, you don't care about your life. I can see that you're not mentally doing well. That's okay, you know what I mean? Just be gentle with yourself. Like, it's life. Life is just, I mean,
you gotta take things one step at a time.
Just people are just too, I don't know, I think also too with social media, like you see all these people doing these things and stuff.
You see the routines, people getting up at 6
a.m. on TikTok, you know?
Yeah. While they're waking up at 7, 8 in the morning, I've already started my grind.
And I'm going to take the time to make myself a delicious and nutritious breakfast.
And I just plan out my day.
And you're like, why can't I be like that? Why am I not like them? Why can't I get up and do laundry at the crack of ass, climb up a mountain, and then write my daily intentions out and pray to God?
Affirmations,
you know,
go to my job,
go to my
tutor,
and then after that, breed a cat and a dog, and then go buy a crib, put 30 bands into crypto. Like, why am I not doing that in a day? You know what I mean? And they just, it's a breeze, and for you can't get out of your bed, so it's like,
and I just feel so wondless. Like I look at myself and I'm just like
what's wrong with you?
At your big age, just give up. Give up now.
Get you out. End your life. Like, you know, that's literally like the what you get into. It's just like it's just a cycle of literally like, I want to do this but I can't do it because I don't feel good enough, so now I feel more shit because I won't do it. And it's just like, but sometimes like it comes down to just having to really push yourself. But that's what I mean, like if medication is gonna help you, it's gonna give you that push to do that, or therapy is gonna give you that push to do that, or if maybe isolating yourself for 4 weeks is gonna give you that push to eventually do that, then do what you think is best. It's trial and error too, you know. What works for her won't work for me, or what didn't work for you this time may work, like, you know, something else could work. It's all trial and error, but we have to be nice to ourselves, because, you know, we're all just trying.
We just do what we can.
Do what you can.
Do what you can. Just try and have fun along the way.
To get to that end, success or whatever it is, or maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way along. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing or to dance while the music was being played.
And just try and do what you can. That's all. And it's crazy because you can tell yourself this, and like in the moment right now, like I believe it, you know? And then there's gonna come a time, maybe tomorrow, where I don't. But then there's gonna come a time again where I do. And that's okay.
In those moments, that's a big thing too, because 100% we could be having this conversation and
we're just like, Abby's just like,
you're like, I'm gonna do it. Or sometimes, you know, at 3 a.m. you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna change my life, and I'm gonna get my mom out the crib, I'm gonna get my mom out the crib, I'm gonna, you know, buy everybody a crib and and be up there.
I'm moving my mama out the trenches, I'm moving my daddy out the trenches, I'm moving my grandma out the trenches, I'm moving my brother. 5, 6, 7. I need to start fucking with them NFTs. I'm trying to make some millions. I can't move my family out the trenches on an empty stomach.
You wake up next morning, you're like, I don't care about anything. I don't want to be here, you know? Obviously at 3 a.m. it's kind of hard to like do these things, but when you do have those bursts, I feel like you have to just try to use them, you know? And if you use it to do your laundry, finally, after weeks of not doing it, good. If you get that burst and you clean your room, finally. I think you have to applaud yourself for the little things too, and it's not like, I feel like we all have this like end goal of like to be happy, like this is the final destination, to be happy, to be successful. I think like take it day by day. Being okay is amazing. I'm okay right now, and eventually I will get here, but right now I'm okay, and it's okay. Happiness is also not a destination. I think people think like you're gonna hit a time in your life where you're like happy all the time,
or it's like once I have this and once I'm quote unquote successful, then I will be 100% happy. Like it doesn't work like that. Happiness is fleeting. It comes in fragments.
It's an emotion, like every other emotion. It comes and goes. I think also too, think about it, like, bro, there's so many things that you could probably think of right now as a kid that you prayed for that you have now, and it doesn't mean shit to you. You know, and you thought now, like, yo, I have this and I have this and I have this, so I'll definitely be happier. And you're here and you're not happy because it's like these things, like, it's not physical really. Of course having money is gonna help you, don't get me wrong. I'd be a lot less stressed if I was up 30.
Money helps give you happiness. I'll never say money doesn't make you happy, because if somebody gave me like $1 million right now, I could do a lot of things to like create some forms of happiness, but it's not like something that I can hold on to. But if that
also
makes sense.
More money, more problems. Like that's facts. Like you make fast money, money goes. The faster you make it, the faster it goes. You know what I mean? The more you have to do to make it. Like, or even you're up, you win the lottery, but now you have to. You're 30,000 people are gonna depend on you. Though, and then that's gonna be more problems. And you know
and
what I mean?
And then if you don't help them, well, you're a fake bitch.
You're fake, and then that's gonna be eating you because you're like fuck, you know. And then you wasted all your bread trying to help this person. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we always, even I remember when I was younger, which was just, I think as teenagers, like a teenager mindset, like you feel like you went through so much, like, you know what I mean? Like I went through this and I went through this, like I can just, like, anything that comes, I'm gonna know how to take it and da-da-da-da-da. And then something you would have never, like a feeling you would have never even imagined to feel, you know what I mean? Like, who would have known I could feel like this about a situation, and it comes and you're like, fuck, like, you know, this is a new thing. I don't know how to deal with this. Like, this is something else I have to learn. You know, like, everything that comes, there's going to be something else. There's going to be a problem with it that comes that you're going to have to learn from.
There's never going to be a time in your life, sorry to sound like a Debbie Downer, where, like, every single thing in your life, all the boxes are going to be checked. You know what I mean? You're always going to want or strive or need or this and that. Like, there's always going to be something unchecked. Not stressing about it so much, I feel like, will generally just make you happier. And I feel like also there's the society we live in, social media, capitalism, all these things, we're just like a rat chasing the cheese 24/7, and like we're never satisfied, never happy, never like sit to actually appreciate the things that we do have.
Gratitude
Matters.
I went to my mom's house the other day and we were talking, and I was just down, and she was like, she could tell, so she was like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm just stressed, Mom. Like, I have to pay for this, and I have to do this, and I have to go here today, and this and this and that. Like, you know, I'm just stressed. Like, and she was like, honestly, like, you can't stress about these things. My mom and my dad are like completely opposite people. My mom's a very like high, stressful, anxious person. My dad literally just, you know, goes with flow. So she's like, I never tell your dad, but like, you know, he's actually right. Like, you know, he doesn't give a fuck about anything. He doesn't give a fuck, and that's how you have to be, because life will just eat you up, and it doesn't care. You know, you have to just take things lightly. Like, you cannot care so much about every little thing, because it will eat you. So then anyways, I was telling my dad that, and what did he say? And I'm like, bro, they're super stuck. But our whole life we spend trying to, what did he say? I think it was like, because every day come on, who's not stressed about money? I think at this age especially, you're like, I need to be here, I should have this much in my bank account, I need my career.
It's like,
you're 20-somethings, bro, you're like, I need more money, I need to be doing this, I need to be on it. You just graduated, what am I doing with my diploma? You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just
you're still trying to graduate.
Yeah, you're still trying to graduate, and you feel like you're behind, like, you know? What the fuck did he say? It was such a bar.
You have to call.
Yeah, I said you spend your whole life trying to earn money, and then you spend the money trying to get health.
Because like
you understand? Yeah, because you spend your whole life running down money and not fixing your health, and then you spend all the money trying to get good health.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Love you, bye. You spend your whole life and you breeze your health, like your mental health and your physical health, working. We're working for these jobs, we're working for these people day in, day out, and you don't care about your health. You're like, I don't care, I need more money, I need this and I need this, and then I'll be blessed. And then you're sick now, and you spend all that money trying to be healthy. It's just a backward cycle. It doesn't make sense. Focus on this. Focus on your body. Focus on your mind. That without this, you can't make bread. Without this, you can't get up out of bed. Like, you know what I mean? You can't be there for the people that you love. You can't even function
and experience life to its fullest.
And then what do? It's like, you know, like, you can't. Imagine you're sick. Like, I think if we all got like a life-threatening problem right now, you know, definitely we're gonna be like, fuck, like, my life wasn't that bad. Why was I so focused on these things, and now there's this? I 100% been there too. You know, when you think life is bad and something hits, now your mom is sick, you know, your dad's sick, and you're like, this is something I can't control. Like, you know what I mean? I can't do anything to better the situation. All the money in the world cannot make them healthy. You know what I mean? All the money in the world cannot make me healthy. So it's like, just have gratitude. Or even if you're in that situation, even then it could be worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just have gratitude, like just be grateful for the people you have around. And
I remember you posted this.
See this, guys?
I'll put it in.
That's why it's actually so important to like write down what you're grateful about, or think about it from time to time, because we think about what we lack way more than what we have.
Yeah.
Even if you have no money in your bank account right now, if you have people that love you, if you have a home, if you have, you know, a mom who loves you.
You can be rich in other ways.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.
You're rich in so many other ways that so many people who are financially rich do not have, or people who have all this money and they feel so broken, like everything else in life is wrong. So it's like, you know, what one person has, the next wants. It's just always like that. So it's just like, literally, what did J. Cole say? But love yours.
Yeah, that whole song is just beautiful.
Literally, but love yours.
What a great artist.
Your life is beautiful. Love your life. It's great. There's great things about your life. I promise you. And even if it's not where you want it to be right now, you are 1000% capable of making it better than it is right now. Even if you feel like you can't, you know, like the world is limitless. There's no limits on what you can do and what you can feel. Like, you know,
You will get there.
You'll get there.
Time is a construct.
It's a construct, and this is right now. It's temporary. It's changeable. All of it.
I still think I'm gonna get that. I just don't know where.
What? Time is a social construct?
No!
Yeah.
I was gonna get temporary tatted.
Oh yeah, I get it.
And I feel like I just have like single words like paradise, temporary.
So how do you know that you never transform or evolve into the better person?
I just like that, and I feel like it's just a good reminder, because everything that we go through, even when you're feeling like really down and out, really burnt out, temporary. This life, temporary. Blah, 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 temporary. Things are always changing. Things are always capable of change. You are capable of change, okay? So please don't give up on yourself. Like, I'm still in school. I've been in school for so long, and I'm about to fail some classes, you know? But even though I was super, super mad at myself, I'm like, wow, I'm a piece of shit. I'm never gonna get over this. I'm having to deal with it. It is what it is. I will get there one day, and it's not that serious.
It's not. And school has a way of making you feel like it's the
end of the world.
You're like, I didn't do this essay, and then the prof is like, well, you're failing the class, and you're like, I'm an idiot, I'm just a stupid girl, I deserve
it really
nothing.
makes you feel like that.
You know, yeah, and then it's, once again, you're looking at these other people, and you're like, how do they know what's going on? First of all, you don't even know their life. Some of these, you know, that's the thing that I realize a lot too, like, you know, sometimes you talk to these people, I'm not saying this is always the situation, but like, they have a pretty, like, it's a smooth sailing life right now, you know, so it's like, they have the time and the capability, the mental energy to even focus on these things that you really can't. You know what I mean? So it's like, you cannot compare yourself to people because you don't understand their life, they don't understand yours, you don't know their life, they don't know yours, you know? So it's like, do not look at other people, don't watch other people, don't watch their pockets, don't watch their life, just focus strictly on you. Because if you focus on other people and what they're doing, you're a prisoner to them, you know? You're completely a prisoner. Like, if you're worried about what other people think about you, what they say about you, it's stupid. It does not matter. People are always gonna say things about you. There's always gonna
have a perception of you.
Always gonna have a perception. You know yourself. Don't let anybody in this world try to tell you about yourself, you know, ever. You know you, and that is all, you know. Don't ever worry about other people, because you'll get literally nowhere with that.
You're just gonna eat yourself alive
because this, or I don't want to say. You're literally eat yourself alive. Who cares? People are
just be who you are, make mistakes, learn from them, and you will heal eventually, whatever healing looks like
to you. That's a great point. Whatever healing looks like to you, you know. I love this too. Like, I will never ever judge people for how they cope with life, ever. If healing right now looks to you, I don't know, partying on the weekends, obviously it's not the best thing, you know what I mean? You're not really healing, you're distracting, but that's what it is right now, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean it's forever. I'm sure you probably know this isn't working and I need to change things, and you will, you know, you will just take time. It's okay. So yeah, but I remember saying this to Destiny, and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna be done. So I you know, had to tell somebody, I'm like, I just want you to know I'm not gonna be graduating for another 4 years. That's what it looks like. And I graduated this year, you know. So it's like, it just, Things can happen, you'll figure it out. Nothing is the end of the
She was saying the world keeps going, time keeps moving, with or without you, by the way. So
that's the sucky part though, because I remember so many times you're like, your world stops, something happens in your life and your world is over, it feels like, you know what I mean? And like people keep moving and you're like, how is the world still moving and my world's literally done right now? Yeah. There's another morning and the sun shines again and you go again and you try again.
This is all just an experience at the end of the day.
And we're here to learn, and then we leave and it's like, obviously your beliefs are your beliefs, you know, I'm not trying to impose, but we're here to learn, and that's literally all we're here for through every experience. And then yeah, like, you know, you'll reunite with the people you lost and you'll get out of this physical dusty body and, you know, just understand more.
That's the most important thing above all. Like, fuck if you didn't invest in Bitcoin earlier, fuck if you didn't even graduate yet, like, or fuck if you didn't even go to school, because people like to push that on people. Not everybody needs to go to school. Like, fuck a lot of things, as long as you're working on yourself, you're experiencing love. Yeah.
Oh my god, literally be a good person. Like Destiny, you're right. We're here to love. No, it's okay. There's no point. There's no point in none of this. The world wouldn't spin if we didn't love. Like, you know, you're literally here to love. You're here to learn, and you're gonna learn through love, and you're gonna. That wouldn't make sense. You're not gonna love through learning, but actually, that could make sense. Actually,
you're gonna learn through heartbreak too.
Yeah, you're gonna learn through that. That's the only part of all of this, you know. But what did you say just now? Don't do drugs, kids, because the memory, like, some people say something 2 seconds ago and I'm like, you could never ask me what I even did yesterday. I wouldn't know what to tell you. Bro, I'll have conversations with somebody and they'll be like, what did you just, like, I'll be like, oh, da-da-da, and then they'll be like, you didn't say that, you said this, and I'm like, no, I didn't say that, and they'd be like, okay, so what did you say? And I'd be like,
I actually don't know what my point
I don't know what I said. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
It's weird, like, the brain. I've had certain, like, blips in reality, or when you just parts are missing, and it's just like, how is this even possible? I should be able to recall everything. Like, sometimes you're just,
well, yeah, we touched on the ugly side of healing, but also just like, I hope I hope some of you guys listen to it and it just, like, you know, helped you, like, get out of your ass a little and just, like, you know, stop being so hard on yourself. And
I just want you to feel okay. I feel like so many times you feel just like, so like, I cannot, like, nothing is okay, like, nothing will ever be okay. But I want to tell you, like, I know,
just don't give up on yourself, you know. Don't give up on yourself. There's people that love you, and if you're like, nobody loves you, nobody cares, I love you, I care about you, I want to see you do good, you know. Also too, sometimes, like, I think we can relate to this, like, I don't really do a lot of things for me because I don't care about this or I don't care about me, but it's like, you know, then think about, like, who you do love and, you know, who you do things for, you know, like, let that push you then. Does that make sense? You know, like, do it for your moms, you know, wake up every day for your moms. Of course nobody wants to live for other people, but I mean, if that's the situation right now, it's fine, it's okay, we'll get there and you'll live for yourself. But
things are always capable of change. You know what I kept on seeing? Did you see these videos on TikTok, and it was like the day that they would have committed suicide, and that's, like, so surreal, because it's like, wow, you would have been gone, like, I don't know, 3 years and 3 weeks ago, you know? And it's just so crazy that, like, their decision in staying here, and they were able to, like, experience this really good thing in their life that they didn't know that was gonna happen to them. But, like, that's so surreal to think about.
That's the scary part about it, because it's like, in a year your life could change for the better, or in a year your life could change and it's like a lot of fried shit happened that hurt you. It's not meant to be easy here. Like, that's not the point of it at all. We're not in a utopia. It's never gonna, like you said, there's never gonna be 1,000 check marks, you know. And if it was like that, then you wouldn't learn anything. Like, you learn you learn so much through pain, you learn so much through, like, hardships. I know sometimes it feels like, well, why is my life so hard? But you're meant for a lot. I honestly think that.
I hope this helped some people.
I hope so. I feel like we're always like, you know, this was a bit more
uplifting, right?
Yeah,
look at us. Yes. Wow, we should take our own advice, eh?
Yeah, no, we should, yeah. But we'll get there. You know what I mean? One day at a time. But
one step at a time. is gonna happen. Oh my god, this piercing.
When it's supposed to happen.
When it's supposed to happen.
And that too, like I think also that's a really good point. Like you always want things to happen right now.
Yeah.
Things are gonna happen when they are meant to happen. You know, you're
everybody's
where you
time
are
frame
right
is so
now.
different.
Yeah, everybody's time frame is different. It's nothing, bro. It's perfect timing. Promise you, everything's aligned. So you know, the way it's working out right now, it's working out for a reason. Don't rush things. It's blessed. You're good. It's gonna work out.
I hope that helped, guys.
We love you, and we hope you're great and learning and prospering and loving, and you know.
I love you too.
Yeah, you did it.